Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns here. Welcome to Fun Fall Friday. Today I've been playing with the Gorgeous Posies stamp set, and where is it? This one. I absolutely love this stamp set. Love this flower and this little twiggy bit here. I think it's really pretty. So I've been playing about and thinking, how could I do something a bit different? So I've stamped off actually to make it quite pale. I'm using Bermuda Bay, and I've stamped the dots in the dotty bits in the flowers and the twiggy bits, technical terms these, with Versamark, and then used silver embossing powder. So I'm going to have a play. I haven't got a finished card to show you, but I'm going to make a Dutch barn fold card, I think. And I made one once before. I don't know whether you can see this. And I made it with the playful pets. And everybody seemed to really like it. So I thought I'd give that one another whirl. But change it up completely and do a more floral one. And this time, this is going to be a birthday card. So we'll do the stamping first, and then that can be drying. So because I need 3 pieces, what I've done is I've just cut a sheet of Whisper White in half. So this is 5 7/8 by 11 3/4. And I thought I'll just stamp a pattern all over this, use the Versamark, do the embossing, and then chop it up. So I've got a piece of scrap here to stamp off with. And I've got some Bermuda Bay. I really like this colour. I've got it on my fingers already, and I haven't even stamped anything yet. And I've got some basic grey as well. So all I'm going to do, again, oh, this is going to go well, I can tell. I'll finish up with blotches all over this card. I can see it coming. Anyway, we'll give it a whirl. So I'm going to ink up with the Bermuda Bay and then stamp off. I don't want it too dark. And I'm just going to random stamp all over this piece of Whisper White. I love this flower. I think it's really quite subtle and pretty. And I've used it in lots of different colours, and it's looked great in all of them. Just a little bit down here, and a little bit in that top corner, and I think that's probably enough for that. So now I'm going to use the Versamark to do the twiddly bits and the dotty bits. So I think I'll do all the dots first, and then we'll put some embossing powder on, and then we'll do the twiggy bits, and then put the embossing powder on them, and then we'll heat set it all at once. So I'll just stamp that in the Versamark, and then stamp it in the centre of each flower. And I'll talk you through the measurements of everything else as we're going through. But all the instructions and the measurements will be over on my blog. I got all of those. I think so. I'll just put the lid on that for a minute. Get the embossing powder. And then we'll just tip some okay. So we'll just tip that back in the tub for now and move it out of my way so I don't knock it everywhere. And then we'll come back in with this twiggy thing, as I call it. I think actually it's supposed to be the veins on the leaves, but I don't actually like the leaf stamp that's in this set. I just don't like it. So that is probably supposed to fit on there like that, but I use it as sort of twigs. So, because it's my stamp set and I can do what I want, can't I? So we'll just tuck these in around these flowers, and obviously we can't see too well. So, but it's a bit abstract anyway. Doesn't really matter. We'll just see how it goes. And we'll have another one down here too. And let's see, I'll put some embossing powder on that and see how that looks. I love embossing, it's like magic. Missed a couple. Just get a paintbrush and just get rid of these little bits. And I think we could just do with another one up there, so we'll just add another one in. It's hard to see, obviously, when it's Versamark. Until you add the powder. Look at that. That'll do, I think. So we'll tip that back in there. And put the lid on it before it goes everywhere. Put the lid on the Versamark, and I'll bring in the heat tool. Move that out of the way. So I'll just hang on to it with it. I'll just warm up the heat tool, so you might want to turn the volume down for a minute. It's beginning to go now. I just love watching the magic. See if we've got it all, a bit there. That's it, done. See the light shining on it? How pretty is that? Oh, I've missed a bit. That's the trouble when you're doing such a lot. I think I've got it all now. Turn that off. So I'll leave that to one side for a minute to cool. Right, let's have a look. So, put the instructions over here, so remember where the scores are. So as I said, I'm going to use Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to use embossing powder everywhere, some silver foil, and some of the Playing with Patterns designer series paper. So first of all, you need a piece which is 11 by 5, and I'm going to score that at 7. Like that. And then I've got 2 pieces that are going to be the bottom 2 doors, and these measure 3 inches by 3.5, and we're going to score those at 1/2 with the 3-inch side at the top. I'm going to score those at 1/2. Like that. So I think that's all the scoring. So we'll move that out of the way, and we'll fold and burnish these score lines. Like that. There we go. So these are going to fasten down here like that, and that comes down over the top. Okay, so we'll glue these on first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them on here on the front and put them right up to the end there, and then we'll have another piece to cover this. So get some Tombow. So just take your time so you can line it up. There we go. I'll add some to the other side. that rub. There we go. So when it's finished, it will stand like that. Give that a bit more of a burnish. There we go. So I think we'll round off these bottom corners. Just get my detailed trio punch. And we'll just round off those two like that. So now I'm going to use the silver foil as the mat, and then it needs a piece of Whisper White on the top of that. What have I done with that? I don't think I've cut that one. So we need a piece which is, let me see, 4.5 by 6.5. So I'll just cut that. My desk is getting a bit messy. 6.5 by 4.5. Move that out of the way. So that's going to sit on there, but I'm going to stamp on it first, so that if I make a mess of the stamping, we can use the other side. So the stamp set that I'm using for the sentiments is another one of my favourites, Happiest of Birthdays. And I'm going to use this really big one, Wishing You the Happiest of Birthdays. And I'm going to use some Bermuda Bay ink. And line that up. And hope it's straight. There we go. How gorgeous is that stamp? So that's going to go inside there like that. So we'll stick the silver foil one down first. Just have plenty glue on the back of this. And then line it up so it's got a border all the way around the outside. And then we'll add some glue to this one. And add that to the centre. Leave a border. Try not to get any glue on the silver foil because it won't come off. Just have a slurp of my coffee. Right, so that's going to come down there like that, and that's going to fold in there like that. So now we've got on the front, I'm going to put some silver foil on there, and on there, and on there, and then we're going to add this DSP. So I'm going to round off the corners of the silver foil before we start chopping up the piece that we've embossed. And we'll add that onto there. It's a really quite effective fun fold, this one. People seem to really like it. As I said, the one I did before, the Playing with Pets ones, did really well. And I'll put a link to that one on my blog, so you can go back and have a look at that one. There we go. We'll put some silver foil on these bottom doors. Like that. Some on the other side. And make sure this is lining up. Sorry if my head's in the way. There we go. And then we'll add this designer series paper. Just leave a small border around the outside, like that. There we go. So now we just need this piece for here. And this piece measures 4.5 by 3.5. So we'll just chop a piece off there. And if I'm clever about it, I'll be able to make 2 of these. Will I? No, not quite. Never mind. So we'll go 4.5 by 3.5. And then that will go on there like that. So I'll just round off the bottom corners of that one. Like that. We'll add that. That edge doesn't look straight, does it? Let's just have a look. That's better. So we'll glue that onto there. Like that. And we could have used these on here as well, couldn't we? Too late now, I've got contrast. No, I won't, I'll leave it as it is. So now we need a sentiment to go on the front. So I've already die cut a stitch rectangle, which is 2 3/4 by 1 1/4, and I thought I'd put that on there like that. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment with Bermuda bait. We're done with it. No, here it is. So just line it up. There we go. And we'll add that with some dimensionals. Just on this side. Pull the backing off. And we'll add that about there. There you go. What do you think? I think that's really quite pretty. You could add some more embossing, but it's difficult to know until you start cutting it up what it's going to look like. Could have used that one, which was the test one that I did before. That's actually got a bit more on it, but too late now. I've glued it down, and I like it. And I'm sure my sister will. I'm going to send this one to my sister for her birthday. So don't forget, all the instructions will be over on my blog, craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com, later on today. If you'd like to get email notification every time I upload a new blog, if you go to my blog site, and on the right hand side there's a sign up for the emails, so you'll get an email alert every time I upload a new blog. And underneath this video there is a subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd be really grateful if you would do. Just press on the subscribe button and press the bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. And I upload a fun fold card every Friday. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you like the card and you'll give it a try. See you again soon. Bye.